Alright guys, welcome back to Throttle. I'm your host, Mickey. So our boys over at Enkei actually sent us out the RS05RR. It's the same wheel that we use on our hose reel, but we love the look of that wheel around here. It's one of our favorites. So we went ahead and purchased a set of those for this bad boy. We went ahead with an 18-inch setup on this car. Now, the STIs come with a 19-inch factory setup, and with that fluoro yellow caliper behind it, it looks even better, in my opinion. We're gonna go down an inch. We're gonna add that to the sidewall of the tire, and hopefully we come up with a really nice meaty spec, because that's what we like around here. The meats delivered direct to your door. They deliver the highest quality meats direct to your doorstep. We're gonna get these wheels and tires mounted up on our bend pack equipment over here on the other side of the shop. We've got a bunch of other stuff coming. This is just the tip of the iceberg. RS05RR from Enkei. These are available on throtl.com. And as I said earlier, these are one of our favorite wheels of all time. Paired with one of our other favorites, the Azenis RT660. As mentioned previously, these are the ultra sticky new compounds from Falcon that we love. Ooh, 360 degrees perfect, Vic. There they are. It's charcoal finish, face depth.
We need to lower this thing. It's a good look though. The gunmetal looks good.
How sexual is that tire design? I love the big tread.
The fitment is, when we lower the car, it's gonna tuck in a little bit. It's gonna be nice and a little bulgy. 1 finger gap. Perfect. I think one of the most commonly asked questions is how to put on a windshield banner. We've actually now made 2 video tutorials. I'll put a card up here, or check out the link in the description if you want to check it out. Mickey explains with crazy detail exactly how to do it, and nothing has changed, right?
No, it's actually gotten easier, guys. Vinyl materials, since we made that video, what, 4 years ago now? Maybe more. Vinyl materials have gotten even better since then. So these are really cool because the crosshatch pedal in the back that allows the air to release, so you don't have the air bubbles. The other nice thing is too, is it won't stick until you actually put pressure on the vinyl. If you don't put pressure on it, you just lay it on there, you can move it around with no water, no film or anything. We don't recommend doing this in cold weather. Always do it in your garage. Use a heat gun if you need to warm up the surfaces. Turn your heater on inside your car to warm up the glass with the defroster on if you live in a cold environment. Because if you don't, you put this on cold or has water in it, it'll fly off on the freeway and you're gonna be pretty upset.
And one last thing. is if you do pick up a throtl windshield banner, post it up on Instagram, post it on your stories, and tag throtl, and we will definitely reshare that. So don't cut me. Get your banners, link in description, baby.
All right, well, now that our wheels and tires are mounted and balanced, it's time to move on to the most important part of this process, and that's installing our coilovers. These are KW variant 3s, and these are gonna make this thing handle absolutely epic. I have a set of these on my fiance's BMW 3 Series, and it actually made that car such a dream and enjoy to drive. I can't wait to feel them on our STI. Let's get them unboxed and take a look. Wow, these are sick. So I'm gonna guess these are our fronts. Rebound and compression adjustable. We've got little helper springs on the top here as well to keep these preloaded.
Ooh, those are nice. Ooh, those are little reservoirs.
See the rebound adjustment down here.
Wow. Baller. Those are worth the wait.
Yeah, there's a helper spring is on the bottom on this side.
Wow. What is this little kit?
Yeah, it has an adjustment.
I like that.
Adjustments too. They all come with that. So this is essentially just a bolt-on kit, which is great. Gonna go ahead and remove the factory suspension, replace it with KW variant 3 here, which is a massive upgrade over the stock suspension. And if you guys are interested in KW products, they're actually available through throtl. So if you head over to the website, you'll see a wide array of these products. And I look forward to fine-tuning these because they are dually adjustable, which is pretty awesome. Compression and rebound should make this thing handle like a dream. There's an open bearing in there, if you see, on the outside of the ball bearing. So as you guys saw, I had to remove the factory top hat. Now, these retain that, and they sit on top of this nice billet purple part here that basically captures the helper spring and then locates it underneath the bearing here. And I actually kind of like the fact that we're reusing this part. A lot of times you'd go to a spherical type setup on top, but this is going to keep a little bit of that factoriness to the suspension. I think it's definitely a pretty solid setup for this particular car, and it's going to make these coilovers last a long time without a lot of wearing down or breaking down in the top hat. Went ahead and popped a little hole in the center of this dust cap. There is an open ball bearing inside of here. As you can see, this thing spins nice and freely. So I just went ahead and punched a hole in that so our adjuster screw, the shaft of the coilover, is visible for us to make adjustments, and it's not going to allow a lot of dirt and debris to get down inside that bearing. I highly recommend making this modification if you do this swap.
How low we going?
I buried it.
Buried? Slam it.
That looks pretty good to me.
Dude!
You can bring the front down a little more.
Yeah, front needs to come down a little.
All right, well, the car's back on the ground. We've got a bit of a gap here, so that's okay. A bit more there than we do here, but measuring from the side skirt, from the floor to the bottom of the side skirt, front and rear, we've got about 4 inches of road clearance. So that means the chassis itself is actually nice and level, which is good. But the reason we have a bigger gap in the front versus the rear is that rear arches technically or typically aren't as high as the front arches because the front wheels have to turn left and right. So the rear arch is usually a little bit lower and a little more sleek looking. So that's why visually it actually looks like the rear is lower, but in reality, it's actually not. What we've decided to do is actually leave the front where it is. I think this is a really good drivable height here and it looks great. We're actually gonna raise the rear probably about 1/2 inch. That way, if we throw something in the trunk or we have people in the back seat, we still have that room for the car to sort of compress down in the back, and we're not gonna be rubbing at speed on the freeway and stuff like that. So we're gonna let the car sit overnight, let it settle a little bit.
Nailed it, dude. It's like a good dailyable ride height. Oh, not even a 1 finger gap. A little less than a 1 finger in the front is like 1 finger. So it's pretty solid.
We just drove it and it's lock to lock, no rubbing, no nothing, so that's great.
Fitment is perfect. Dude.
Fitment is really good. The key is to be able to hop in this thing and just mob it whenever and not have to worry about rubbing. There's an outside chance we may want to raise the rear just a shade more, but... All right, well, that's going to conclude today's video. Huge shout out to our partners, Falcon Tire. These RT660s look so sick on this thing. It gives it a real purpose and a mean look, as well as KW for helping us out on these V3s. We're really excited to feel this thing in some corners. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, give us some thumbs up, leave us some comments. We'll see you in the next one. Delivery, baby! Eddie's here?
No, I wish. Hello. I got your nuts. Premium nuts.
They came in?
Some new techies just came in.
We got the nuts.
That's our 48s.
So you can buy this, you can buy this, and you can buy this all from us.
You can't buy these yet.
Want me to? That's the thing. So someone's gotta stand there.
No. All right, you want to give her? Sean!
Like, 'cause he's fat.
Yeah.
Sean!
Why? Because he's fat? I need a thick boy out here.
Over
We need
here.
some weight on here, bro.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Can you just stand on these?
He skateboards, we're good.
Harder, dude. You gotta put your whole ass on it. There you go. Good? Good? Yep.
We'll call you back when we do the other side.
Yeah. Thanks.
Evo? Is that an Evo?
Though.
It's your new hoodie.
No, dude, I like it. So I took my Tanner Fox style.
Weathered look.
Weathered look, like all the welding. This is experience right here. Some dude's like, why does Grandpa have a bullet hole in his sweatshirt?